41. Be self-made. Allah only is sufficient for those who depend on Him. Analyze yourself and attain self-confidence. The way to grow self-confidence is to do the job to which you are frightened. Only a regular practice develops courage, self-confidence and eagerness. So long you can't attain self-confidence, you can think yourself nothing but a helpless one. Human beings, when fallen in a helpless condition, wants to depend on many external powers to solve their personal problems. We should understand that our future depends on ourselves. Nothing becomes one's own if he does not acquire it. Strength and development are the signs of a life. Those who are self-controlled are realistic, calm and sensitive. You are now at the stage which is the result of your past actions and thoughts. Don't be too long so that you are fallen down by storms, and don't be too short so that you are eaten by the goats. Treat 5 things as valuable before 5 states: youth before old age, health before illness, solvency before poverty, leisure before work, and life before death. Everybody is the leader of his own deeds. Nobody bothers for anybody, everybody is for himself. Where life is not possible, nothing can be done. Everybody's life is his own life. Everybody is the maker of his destiny. Not his father or mother or grandfather. Everybody has the right to live according to his own will and choice. I have to live for myself alone. My life is the most valuable thing to me. Sometimes we are surprised at first, but later on we reach to a tranquilized state. Lone people feel pleasure in this. A man realizes about himself when everything is over. When you can't adjust yourself with anything, you will feel that you are distinct from others. And lastly, you will feel that you are nothing. He who knows himself, gets relief from all worries. Many ideologies and too much of criticism make a clash in a state. Nobody wants to give anything to somebody. You are to snatch your dues strongly like a hero. You will get nothing if you remain idle and keep on waiting what nature give you automatically. What one can realize from the world is the main factor. Depend on yourself and establish yourself. Keep on struggling for your existence, otherwise, you will be perished. The world is for him who knows how to live properly. He who lives for his own happiness, leads a meaningful life. Everybody is busy we himself only. So everybody should lead his life suitable for him. So long you live, you must know how to live well. Either live or die, either sink or swim. Live and let live is the opinion of ethics. Obstruction teaches us sometime. A man is deceived by his own made theory. Due to our meanness, narrowness of mind, weakness of personality, doubt and lack of self-confidence, we have made ourselves mean. Due to lack of courage, self-confidence and confusion, we don't find the real object. We are mistaken in our desires, we are also mistaken in our general knowledge about our sense of rights. Ignorance and dependence on others makes a man distressed in various fields of his life. Everybody is existing with the support of something. It don't mean an external support but mental support of himself. In absence of this support, a man floats like a boat without an anchor. This support is the source of his power, the center of his personality or his pride. Somebody is proud of knowledge, somebody of piousness, somebody of reputation, and somebody is proud of money. We try to keep our lives stable with the help of these anchors. A pious man grips religion and a wise man, wisdom. A wealthy man thinks that he is surviving with power of his wealth. Physical strength is not only the source of strength but willpower is the prime source of strength. Mystery of self-development lies in self-confidence and faith in God. Know to self and then you will know everybody. Depending on others is a symptom of mental crippleness. Nobody can prosper in his life in this way. He who cannot master on himself can never be independent. He who has confidence on his own power, will sooner or later be able to raise his head above others. It is better to be envied by others than to beg mercy from them. Dependability on others is the symptoms of cowardness. Only those who are not having self-confidence, depend on others. They can never face any danger or trouble strongly with their own power. A tiger is the symbol of heroism. Not a lion who mostly remains idle and maintains its livelihood with the earnings of its enormous wives, but it is a tiger who remains alone with its strong personality is the symbol of manliness. The hunter who hunts with the help of a herd of beasts normally lacks self-confidence and manliness. Take care of your mentality and conduct. Follow your own ideology. Don't depend on others but start your job according to your common sense and don't be tired of searching for a guide. Take care of your own ideology and remain away from the opposite ideologies. Both superiority complex as well as inferiority complex are the defects of a character. One should assess oneself correctly. Never think yourself inferior to anybody else. One cheats himself more than others. He who can't keep his personality as it is even after carrying out all his duties and responsibilities is not a full-fledged man. Why should one depend on others for his own life, desires and pleasures? This tendency is no doubt possessed by a coward. Somebody may criticize you after finding you in doing an ordinary job, but if you want a single favor from him in your odd days, he will leave you very speedily. Don't depend on anybody but depend on your hands and feet. Dependability, efforts for being self-sufficient, silent competition, frustration, egoism and high thoughts disturb our normal mental manifestation. You are to be confident on your personality, self-power and independent conscience. We should not keep on depending on others. One cannot live on depending on others or by their mercy. We must meet our wants and pains ourselves. Ignorance and dependence on others is really insulting. Own power is the best power. We can succeed if we become confident on our own strength and depending on others. One acquires self-empowerment when he can take all decisions about himself independently side by side with leading his daily life. There are financial, social, political and cultural aspects of empowerment. Past or future is not concrete. Present is for happiness. Learn how to live with your own rights. Man live with his self-evaluation. One should not beg mercy of others during fright or frustration. Dependability is regretful for a man. A man is insulted in two ways, firstly by ignorance and secondly by dependability. He deserves insult who allows others to insult him. If you want to show yourself as what you are not really, then your actual status will always pinch you. You are to find out your own way. The largest way is the way found without understanding it. Once this way is closed, all the routine activities do not stop all right. But neither any way remains to go to the seashore or climbing to the mountain peak. Power and capabilities of human being are unlimited. Human beings possess unlimited powers. But it is a matter of great regret that human beings are not fully aware of their powers. A man's life is too tough, it keeps no scope unturned for its survival. It does not understand itself or about its own powers till it is compelled to do so. Range of intelligence of a man is much longer than his sense, it dares to participate in all the races of the world. There is some power reserved in a man, which is excessive to his requirement. Power of animals unlimited, as such, they don't create anything. As the power of mankind is unlimited, they create their civilization with it. Human being cannot attain accuracy and full-fledgedness. As there is an end in full-fledgedness. There is a seed inside a mango, which is neither sweet, not soft, nor is eatable, but all mangoes are dependent to that hard material, they get their shape and kind from it. First save yourself, then save others. For economic progress, a creative and liberal personality is required. If a nation cannot attain a psychological change, its progress will not speed up. Successive economic activities mostly depend on will. Tendency of acquiring inspires man to acquire something which is inspired by a sense of self-sufficiency and self-consciousness. At this stage, taking risk, carrying out personal duties and responsibilities and creative tendency bring establishment in one's life. Determination of a higher-ranging target, self-confidence, warmly environment of love, encouragement, inspiration of nearest and dearest persons, one's own willpower and a mentality are required to face the challenge for financial development. Any ideology, materialistic or spiritualism, is the most important factor of growing a tendency of acquiring something. False fear about self-defense is removed even in enormous unfavorable situations by enriching sense of equity, and thus a self-dependence is grown in oneself. In this way one gets relief from useless worries, and he acquires a power of overcoming the ever-changing obstacles on his way. It is a human tendency to worry about their future security. It is easier for a self-sufficient person to be master of his environment and surrounding. Family, institutions, social values, etc. determine the degree and nature of the inspirations of human beings and thus make them self-dependent. Sense of prestige of a person develops in the person with the development of his moral character, and development of moral character develops a sense of duty in a person. Self-confidence and power of creation of human being can create noble in the world. He becomes more powerful and great on falling into illness by misery. No doctrine or organization, only the spontaneous inspiration determined our nobility can make us modern eligible people. Not dependent should be self-sufficient, and self-dependent should set about practice with dedication. A person is the savior of himself, there is no other savior. If you want to be self-dependent, you are to be skilled in some job. Power of a stage is the ladder to rise to the next stage.